Wafik, Nasralla.
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry I'm sick, man. I'm just getting over a cold. It's been a weird, like, spring, hasn't it? Like a couple of weeks ago, we broke a record for heat, and then the next day it was like, fuck off. I'm sick. I like getting sick in Canada. I'm from Egypt. I get sick there, I could die. But here, I tickle and grin a lot. You guys have some awesome medication, man. It's true. NyQuil, there's a reason that shit comes with a shot glass. It's really fun. I'm also at an age now where I hurt myself doing nothing. Sitting down watching TV, stood up too fast. What the fuck did I do? I go to the doctor. He's like, you pinched a nerve in your shoulder. They're not attached. How the fuck did that happen? He's like, well, you're old. And he gave me codeine. He's awesome. You guys ever do codeine? It's wonderful because it doesn't get rid of your problem, just makes you happy you have one. I was driving down to the club today, and I was listening to Shea 106, and they were playing Eric Clapton's I Shot the Sheriff. And at the end of the song, the DJ said he liked that version better than the original, and in fact, it was better than the original. I wanted to punch my friggin' radio, man. Like, that's not right. Like, Eric Clapton shouldn't even be singing this song. It's about, like, the oppression between cops and black people. It just fucking pissed me off. You guys don't agree, right? Room full of white people. What the fuck's going on? I built a lot of tension here. Eric Clapton can't sing that song, man. Even white people don't shoot the sheriff. You work that shit out. There's just certain songs that should not be sung by people. Eric Clapton can't sing I Shot the Sheriff, and Stevie Wonder can't sing I Can See for Miles. That's my problem. I've been racist lately. I don't mean to be, just racist shit. I'm on the bus. This pissed me off. You guys are going to hate me for thinking this, but it crossed my mind. We've been working on the O train for what, a couple of years? And it's going to take a few more years. And right now, what are they doing? They're ripping the whole city apart. Everything's under construction. And I was sitting on the bus, and I had this thought. A long time ago, Chinese people built a train from one end of the country to the other really quickly. Just saying, get some Chinese people in there, man. I'll be done next summer. I'm sorry, it's Egyptian me. I like slavery. I do. I think you can get things done better with a whip than money. Ottawa's a cool town, though. I think there's certain things that have happened racially that I've agreed with. Do you guys remember the Nepean Redskins, little league football team? And everybody's like, holy shit, they got that name. That's a terrible name. And everybody freaked out and they changed the name. I agreed with that, because they're kids. You could have called them anything. They could have been called the Nepean Ass Blasters. Really? All they want to do is play football. They don't care about the name. But I agreed because it's the politics. Get the politics out, let them have fun playing the game. And now everybody's talking, especially right now during the off season, about the Washington Redskins. My problem is, I see both sides of the argument. It is a racial slur. It's in Oxford Dictionary as a racial slur. But I also see the other side, that the Washington Redskins have had that name for 84 years. It's almost a heritage thing. So, I don't know how I feel, but everybody's saying stick to one side, pick one side and stick to it, and that's what you gotta do. I think there's a different way to deal with it. And I like my way because it upsets everybody. What you do is you take teams that already exist and give them a name that's more racist. It'd be fun. You can have like the Tennessee Turbans, right? And you can have like the taxi logo on the helmet. Or the San Diego Slade guys in the car driving away from the accident. Can I do one more? Take the Kansas City Kikes, lowest payroll in the league. A dollar sign and a frowny face. Nobody died. Nobody died. That's when racism's bad. I heard my mom say fuck. That was weird. My mom is super religious, man. She's never. I get in shit for saying it. It'll slip out of my mouth. I'll see my cell phone bill go, holy fuck. And my mom quote the Bible. It's true. It's written in Isaiah. God doesn't like a vulgar tongue. You're gonna go to hell if you keep saying that. Fuck, Mom. I'm sorry. Never expected that word to come out of her face, man. You gotta understand, she's got more pictures of Jesus than family in every room of the house. It's ridiculous how religious she is. So I never expected the word to come out of her face. This is what happened. I walk in the living room and she's on the phone. I don't know who she's talking to, but whoever it is really, really upsetting her because she's got that mad mom face, you know, with the throbbing vein in the forehead. Like, I'm walking in, I can't move when I see the face. I'm not even the one in shit. I'm like, whoa. So I'm looking for my brother. I'm like, dude, mom's pissed. I know, man. Who's she talking to? Rogers Cable. Yeah, I know. We've all got them. Here's the thing, though. This is the part I wasn't expecting. She pulls the phone away from her head. We hear the guy talking to the receiver. Looks up at my brother and I, slams the phone and says, "Stupid fucking immigrants." She said that in her broken English. It's the funniest thing I ever heard. It took me like 10 minutes to stop laughing. And I had to ask her, like, you hate that word. What broke you? What made you say it? I couldn't believe her honesty. She looks at me and says, you know, if you speak English worse than me, don't answer the phone. But it's true, right? Especially if you're calling something like Rogers. It's the last thing. I'm like, hi, I have a problem. Now you have two. I've been doing comedy for a long time. One of the cool things about it is going all over the country. And some of the nicest people. Canada is a nice country. I've been all across, everywhere I've gone, everybody else. But, have you guys ever been to the Maritimes? They scare you. They scare you how nice you are. It's true, right? Yeah. The first time I ever went, I was excited. My agent calls me up and he's like, you're going to go to the Maritimes. You're going to be there for a couple of weeks. You're going to start in Sydney. I got excited. I told my friends, I'm like, I'm going on tour. I'm going to see the Maritimes. I'm getting paid to do it. It's going to be great. And my buddy's like, you're going to have a great time. I'm from the Maritimes. Just remember one thing, man. The people are really nice. It kind of sounded like a warning. It is, because you can't prepare for the niceness that they give you. After a while, you're like, what the fuck? This is the first thing that ever happened. I landed at the airport. I met all the people I was doing a show with at the airport, and we were driving to Sydney. It's a 6-hour drive, but it was like January. It was minus 30, but a good day to drive because it was like big blue sky. Good time to be in a car and just drive. And they gave us this really nice rental car, put us up in a nice hotel, drove all the way there. We did the shows, and then we were driving back to Halifax a couple of days later, and we hit a maritime snowstorm. And we didn't realize that the rental car had bald tires. Yeah, this is how we figured it out. It took us like half an hour to go up a hill, and 22 seconds to go down. We had all 4 tires off the ground and flew into this ditch, yes. I got out of the car. I've never seen snow fall like this. The other guys got out on the other side. I couldn't see them. They were just a car length away from me. It was like a sheet of white. And I'm like, we're screwed. Like, we're completely off the highway. We're going to be stuck till the storm passes. I don't think anybody could see us. Like, that's just me thinking. But I swear, like 10 people stopped to check on us. And it got scary. The first people pulled up. They're like, hey, you guys been stuck long? Did you get a cell phone call emergency? You're all right? That's good. We'll be back. We'll be back. What the fuck does that mean? We gotta get out of here before they come back. Next people pulled up. Like, hey, we just went grocery shopping. Are you hungry? Come make a sandwich. Where are you? Now tell me this wouldn't freak you out. A family pulled up like 45 minutes later. Like, we saw you guys fly into the ditch. We went to Tim Hortons. Come get your hot chocolate. They put ecstasy in their water? I got back in the car and I actually felt bad because I'm like, this is the way we're supposed to treat each other. Like, concern for your fellow man and all that. And why am I so scared? Like, but I thought about it. It's just different. Like I said, all Canadians are nice. We just react to that kind of situation differently. I mean, Ontario people are just as nice as Maritimers. It's just, we see an accident, it's different, right? Especially in a blinding snowstorm, you pull up, you look over, they're alive, fuck them. Give her your tires, asshole, fucked up my day. 4 hours late, fuck you, man. No, it's not that. I need some advice. You guys look like some of you might have kids, so I have a 9-year-old daughter. She's the love of my life. I know, man. She's beautiful too. And she's the love of my life. And she lives in Grimsby, Ontario with her mom, because her mom's a bitch. There'll be more to that, but for now, we'll just stick with that. I call her all the time, like every day, because she's the best thing that I ever did to this planet, was have her. And we were talking a couple of days ago, and she had this amazing track meet over the weekend, and she came in like second and third in a bunch of events, and I was really proud. And then she was telling me how excited she is. She's going to be coming here for the summer and spending a lot of time with me. We haven't seen each other in a while. And then there's a pause in the conversation, and my daughter asked me something I wasn't prepared for. She asked me, "Daddy, what's a menage a trois?" You ever feel the blood leave your body? That's what it felt like. I'm like, oh my God, where'd you hear that? It's in a Katy Perry song, Dad. Oh, fuck. And I'm losing my mind, right? Like, I didn't know it was a kind of wine. I found that out like yesterday. I wish I knew that, because I'm struggling to come up with something with my daughter and still maintain her innocence. My mind is racing. I can't tell her the first thing that jumped in my head. First thought was, well, sometimes when 3 people really love each other. So this is what I said. Tell me if it's good advice. I want to keep her innocent. I said, Katy Perry's American, and Americans can't speak French that good. She made mange à trois, dinner for 3. Good, so I'm not a bad dad yet. I did. She's cleaned me up. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't smoke weed anymore either because of her. Actually, that's my boy. I got a 2-year-old. I can't smoke weed anymore because if I smell like weed, he does too. That's not good. My daughter asked me to quit smoking a couple of years ago. She said, "Don't get me any Christmas presents. I just want you to quit smoking because it'll kill you, and I don't want you to die." So I quit. And I smoked this e-cigarette. I know I'm a douchebag for smoking it. I do. But you can smoke it inside. There's a lot of places that don't mind. And I don't cough like I used to. It's definitely different than a cigarette. And I use it just because, like, it's hard to quit smoking. It's worse than heroin, and I don't want to hurt people. Here's the interesting thing, though. The government wants to ban the liquid that you put in here because they want to figure out whether it causes cancer or not. And while they're doing that research, you can still smoke regular cigarettes. Because that research is done. Yep. I'm watching the American election. It's intriguing. I actually watched the Canadian election last time around. I always vote, but I always find the process boring. But this time it was kind of interesting. I mean, like we had a little bit of sexiness with Justin Trudeau, you know, adding a little bit of youth to it. I think that made it fun. And we had attack ads. That was funny because they were so Canadian. I think the problem is I watch American attack ads and they're so intense. You hear stuff like, "Barack Obama's a pedophile." Right? Ready do we get? He's just not ready. Nice hair though. Stephen Harper said that. He's got that Lego hair that you can move around. I love it. As soon as Trudeau won, everybody said, "Hey, is pot legal?" They want to make it legal. Sell at the liquor store. Get air miles for it. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Love my air miles.
I had to go to the washroom really bad. I was in the mall, so I ran in and I go pee, and I went really quick and I just ran in. And then I go wash my hands, and as I'm washing my hands, right above the sink, there's a little sign. It said, "Wash your hands to prevent the spread of infectious disease." I read that and thought, I wish I read that before I touched my dick. Yeah, so then I washed my dick there. Wow, that pissed off everybody. People walking, "What the fuck you doing, man?" That sign. Holy shit, wow. And there's a big difference between hand skin and dick skin. Yep. I blow dry my dick. It's one of those accelerator ones. It was painful and stuff. You guys were so much fun. Thank you very much.
Wafik, Nasralla, everybody, one more time. Wafik, he's going to be taping his debut comedy album.